everyone, my name is Karianna and I'm a Form 7 student at KG5 in ABS. Today I'm going to discuss with you how the environmental challenge, which is coastal erosion, affect the Blue Pacific region, especially Kiribati. Nowadays, coastal erosion is one of the issues in the Blue Pacific region, but actually this project will basically discuss the effects of coastal erosion in Kiribati. Coastal erosion is the wearing away of land along a coastline due to force of nature like waves, tides, and currents, or due with human activities. This process can cause the loss of the beach and even cliffs and other landforms. Erosion can be slowing ongoing over many years. For example, as we can see in Kiribati, coastal erosion is spread all over and can be seen as the main threat for the people's life. The Blue Pacific region was established to describe the region of the Pacific Ocean and their collective interests. It referred to a framework for cooperation and collaboration among the Pacific Island nations, recognizing them as a single interconnected region united by shared geography, culture, and challenges. This was proved as the Pacific leaders' ideas to stand together even though it's isolated, but they might face whatever challenge came to them together as one nation. Mangrove planting is a crucial strategy for mitigating coastal erosion in the Blue Pacific region, especially in Kiribati. By acting as a natural barrier against waves and storm surges, the dense root system of mangroves stabilize the shore, prevent soil erosion, and protect variable infrastructure and ecosystem from the destructive effects of rising sea levels and extreme weather events. South Tarawa's coastal erosion has generated unequal changes in the natural environment, reshaping the topography of the island. With the sea level rising and storm becoming stronger, the erosion affects some coastlines more than others. Spatial inequality has generated increasing pressure on vulnerable communities living on the narrow coastal strips, leading to increasing risks to housing, infrastructure, and public safety. Example, areas like Peso and Bairik have seen repeated damage to seawalls, coastal roads, and schools. Effects such as these have forced the government and residents to spend on coastal defense structures like mangrove planting and seawalls. According to the South Tarawa Vulnerability Assessment World Bank, over 50% of the South Tarawa coastline is highly susceptible to erosion, especially during king tide and storm surges. Erosion in South Tarawa has been increased over time, and there is a detectable temporal shift in the way the environment is evolving. Previously, erosion used to be slow and natural, but since the 1970s, the compounded impact of sea level rise, degradation of the coral reef and coastal ecosystem, and human activities such as sand mining have significantly increased the loss of the land. The processes are now much more rapid and intense than they were in the past decades. Example, the shoreline retreat rate increasing from 0.5 meters per year in the 1970s something to 1.5 meters per year today in some areas of South Tarawa. This increased change has led to a loss of usable land, displacement of communities, and degradation of coastal ecosystem. This has been documented in the 2019 Pacific Community Species Study, which shows how erosion in the South Tarawa has become one of the fastest in the Pacific. One of the natural causes of the erosion in Kiribati is the sea level rise. As global temperature rises, oceans expand, causing sea level to rise. This directly impacts Kiribati's low-lying islands, leading to shoreline retreats and increased coastal erosion. The natural causes of coastal erosion in Kiribati is coastal development. Construction and other purposes can destabilize coastline and make them more vulnerable to coastal erosion. Coastal erosion poses a significant threat to the natural environment in the Blue Pacific region, particularly in Kiribati. The impact of coastal erosion is the destruction of roads and infrastructure, the loss of cultural heritage sites and traditional practices that are tied to the land and its resources, and also making peoples homeless or ruin the neighbor's home. To mitigate coastal erosion and minimize environmental impact in Kiribati, we encourage construct to repair seawalls, planting mangroves and other protective structure in vulnerable areas as recommended by the Kiribati Climate Change Policy. Mangrove planting is a strong coastal erosion control strategy in the Blue Pacific. The complex root network traps sediment, stabilizes coast, reduces wave energy, and reduces shoreline erosion. In Kiribati, for example, community mangrove planting has protected threatened coastal villages from erosion and loss of shoreline.